This web series is spearheaded by the Grey Willow's Resistance. More on that at the end of this broadcast. Meanwhile, here's your weekly audio series, Inalienable Paradise, hosted by John Wishes. This edition of Inalienable Paradise was inspired by the teachings of Terence McKenna. While the idea for this project had been on my mind for some time, I lacked the conviction to create it until two significant events occurred. In retrospect, I now see it as a serendipitous convergence, like a two-leaf clover. The first pivotal moment happened while I was watching the finale of the TV series Dinosaurs. The episode is called Changing Nature. I found myself deeply emotional as the series came to a close, and it took me some time to understand why. The final scene presents a stark duality. The Sinclair family is trapped, fully aware that the world is coming to an end. The only character who remains unaware of the impending doom is the youngest dinosaur, an infant who is naive but completely optimistic, asking hopeful questions like, where are we going to go, or what will happen to us? In contrast, the rest of the family members are more realistic, even pessimistic, as they accept the inevitable end. This contrast between the infant's optimism, his search for truth and hope, and the adult's resigned acceptance of reality's harshness struck me profoundly. I realized this duality as archetypal. This realization led to the second significant moment. Reflecting on the ending of Dinosaurs, I recalled a painting I greatly admire, The School of Athens by Raphael. The two central figures in the painting, Plato and Aristotle, display a similar duality. Plato points upward, symbolizing the search for higher truths, while Aristotle extends his hand horizontally, symbolizing the grounding of those truths in reality. This powerful contrast in gestures encapsulates the same archetypal tension between the pursuit of truth with all its potential for goodness, and the acceptance of truth, with all its attendant brutality and suffering. Inspired by these two moments, I became convicted that I needed to create a poetic expression of this duality. The result is a trio of poems that delve into the tension between optimism and acceptance, between the pursuit of truth and the confrontation of reality. I have titled this collection Eternal Life, Optimism, or Acceptance. It is my hope that these poems resonate with the profound and timeless struggle between seeking the truth and facing the truth that defines much of the human's experience, especially around the experience of tremendous suffering and turmoil. All right. Poem number 1. Within you or without you, the wings of Icarus. Within you or without you, the wings of Icarus. Write, for example, the truth is bright and blinding, like the sun against our eyes. The night reveals nothing, and the darkness holds its secrets. Within you or without you, the wings of Icarus. I sought the truth, and sometimes the truth sought me too. In moments like this, I questioned everything I believed. I searched for answers, pushing beyond the limits of reason. The truth hid from me sometimes, I hid from it. How could one not fear the truth's unbearable light? Within you or without you, the wings of Icarus, to wonder if the truth lies within or beyond our grasp, to feel the weight of knowing and the fear of facing it. And the question lingers like the shadow of wings over the sea. What does it matter if my search leads to my fall? The truth is there, whether I find it or not. This is all. In the distance, the stars remain silent. In the distance, my soul is not satisfied with uncertainty. My eyes seek the horizon, as though it holds the answer. My heart yearns for the light, even as it dreads the burn. The same sun that scorched its wings still shines. We who question are no longer the same. I no longer fear the truth, that's certain, but how I feared it. My voice rises with the wind, reaching for the light. Another truth, it will be another's, as it was before my search. The flight, the fall, the inevitable descent. Within you or without you, the wings of Icarus. The truth is so distant, and the fear of it is so near. Because through moments like this, I flew too close to the sun, my soul is not satisfied with the unknown. Though this be the last time I chase the light, and these, the last words that I write in the dark. Poem number 2. Within you, or too far away, the golden pathway to everywhere. Within you, or too far away, the golden pathway to everywhere. Right, for example, the journey begins with a step, but the horizon keeps moving. The wind carries dreams, scattering them like leaves in autumn. Within you, or too far away, the golden pathway to everywhere. I walked the path, and sometimes the path led me too. In moments like this, I saw the road unfold before me. I followed its turns, hoping to find the end of the journey. The destination eluded me. Sometimes I strayed from it. How could one not be tempted by the promise of a golden road? Within you or too far away, the golden pathway to everywhere. To think that the way forward is both near and distant. To feel the pull of adventure and the fear of losing the way. And the road stretches on, like a ribbon weaving through the night. What does it matter if my feet grow weary? The journey is long whether I reach it or not. This is all. In the distance, the path disappears into the mist. In the distance, my soul is not satisfied with an unknown route. My eyes search for signs, as though they point the way. My heart yearns for the journey, even as it tires from the steps. The same road that led others on still lies ahead. We who travel are no longer the same. I no longer doubt the journey, that's certain, but how I doubted it. My voice sings with the wind as I follow the road. Another's path, it will be another's, as it was before my steps. The journey, the search, and the endless regress. Within you, or too far away, is the golden pathway to everywhere. The way is so uncertain, and the promise of it so alluring. Because through moments like this, I walked until the dawn. My soul is not satisfied with standing still. I do not appreciate art that doesn't move. Though this be the last road that I follow, and these would be the last footmarks that follow me on the way before drifting to the sea. The third poem, 3 of 3. Claim your place in the sun. The light is yours to hold. Claim your place in the sun and go forward into the light. Step by step, day by day, through the darkness and the dawn, go forward into the light. The tools are there, waiting in the shadows, hidden beneath the dust of years, buried in the corners of a world that has forgotten. How to dream, how to believe, how to rise. The tools are there, in your hands, in your heart, in the quiet corners of your mind, where the whispers of possibility still omit. The tools are there, waiting for you to grasp them, to hold them, to turn them into the keys that unlock the doors of a future not yet written. The path is known, winding through the mountains of doubt, through the valleys of fear, past the rivers of uncertainty, under the skies that weep with the rain of lost optimism. The path is known, traced by the weary footsteps of those who came before, who dared to dream, especially daydream, who dared to imagine the golden pathway to everywhere imagination is, who dared to walk, who dared to claim the truth and face the truth and make it their own. The path is known, etched in the fabric of the earth, in the wind that whispers through trees, in stars that guide us through the villages. You simply have to turn your back on a culture that has gone sterile and dead, on a world that has forgotten how to live, on a world that does not teach you how to be a human being, but to be a banker, to be an actor, a restaurateur, a science fiction writer, a paranoid tetrapod, but never how to be a human being. On the voices that tell you to stay in the shadows, to hide in the corners, to fear any light. You simply have to turn your back on the echoes of a past that no longer serves, against the chains of a society that no longer breathes, on the weight of expectations that crushes all of the soul. You simply have to turn your back and face the future, and face the truth, and find the truth, and let it guide you forward. Into the light, into the sun, into the warmth of a reborn world, a world born again, not by water, but by light. Thanks to the glow of a life reclaimed. Get with the program of a living world, a program that pulses with the heartbeat of possibility, that sings with the song of the earth, that dances with the humming of the strings. Get with the program of a living world, where the rivers flow with the currents of hope, where the wind carries the scent of a lobster. Get with the program of a living world, where the imagination may not be golden, but even if not golden, will still be bronze. To explore, to create, to believe. Where you can love without any shame. To soar, to dream. To fly, yet still appear large. Get with the program of a living world, where the light is your beacon, where the truth is your oyster, where the path is your name, and the truth is yours to claim. Thank you. I am in the process of starting a guerrilla movement called Grey Willow's Resistance, dedicated to protecting disabled people from violence and abuse. Whenever an act of abuse or violence is committed on a disabled person or someone is attacked over something they can't control, it is a member's responsibility to apprehend the perpetrator immediately, whether legal, institutional, workplace, school, etc. This is a very loose movement. All you have to do is defend someone who is getting attacked or oppressed over their disability and share your story on the internet with the tag Grey Willows or Grey Willows Resistance, symbolizing the vital importance of understanding the differences and barely distinguishable fallibilities that each individual possesses. This is all founded on the quote by Charles Bukowski below. You begin saving the world by saving one man at a time. All else is grandiose romanticism or politics.